Hello guys, this is me. I'm Chris. I'm kind of stressed right now. I don't know, I'm just stressed making videos, so I'm screaming. But the thing we're gonna talk about today is why I haven't posted the video that I needed to post. I needed to post this video like 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm posting this today. And guys, wondering like, what's the reason you haven't posted this video? Oh, let me tell you. So there's like this issue I have. I don't know if any of you guys have it, but you probably do. It's like a very big issue. Is basically when I start to do something, when I start like anything, let's say I made this video, like last video, motivational guys are stupid. I made this video and I didn't have anything in my mind about making a career about like from like YouTube and making money out of it, becoming famous. I don't want to be famous like ever, by the way, but like whatever. And I didn't have that in mind. But after I made this video, for some reason my mind started to like imagine stuff, started to imagine so like such a big career, a lot of money. I'm not gonna say that word. A lot of girls, and I was like, I started visualizing, I started like dreaming and stuff, and I was like, Chris, stop. But like, I just couldn't, man. I just started like thinking about it. I don't know why I did, but I just did it. And there's nothing wrong with dreaming. There's nothing wrong with like having dreams and actually having a big goal that you can like chase. But the issue is, when I started doing that, I delayed myself for 4 days. I'm not gonna curse. I made a promise for myself that I'm not gonna curse. And basically, it took me like so much because I had this idea and it got so big to me that I couldn't make it because it looked so big and it looked so small, like in my mind. And I make it such a big deal. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just imagining and I'm just dreaming and I'm just dreaming. And I actually don't act on like anything. And it's like a big issue for like a lot of people. Like I can give a lot of examples, and one of it is like from the book I read, White Nights. It's from Dostoevsky, just so I can sound smart and shit. So basically, one of the main characters, so the issue with him was that he's like dreaming, he has no friends, and all he does all day is just live his life in his mind, basically. Just imagine, he lives in that comfort, like he like imagine himself in like all these different situations. He's living as a rich man, he's living with like his friends, but he doesn't do anything, and he's so comfortable in his mind. And like after like a few fucking years of just him doing that, he meets a girl, and like they start talking about like each other, and she asks him like, what do you do? And he's like, he doesn't have anything to say. And like she asks him the question like, what type of human you are if you have like no story to tell. And like honestly, it really hit me. It didn't hit the character, but it really hit me. Like all this thinking we do, it really messes us up. It really fucks us up so badly, like mentally, and like it just stops us from like acting in all different ways. And let's say you're a type of person that like thinks but also acts. I believe that is bad as well, in most cases. So I'm gonna give you like a scenario. I'm gonna talk about fixed ideas. Basically, my issue with that is, let's say you want to prove to your dad that you're a man. You just want to prove to him that you're the type of guy that does what's needed to do. You no sexism, no anything. That's just the first thing that popped up in my mind, basically. So Imagine you have that as a goal, and every day you work out. I don't know, you try to write a book, you study, you get good grades, you do everything, you work, like, you become big, you become smart, you do everything that your dad wants. I'm gonna tell you something very interesting, what actually like fascinated me a few years ago when I actually understood that by like experience. Even if you make your dad proud, you won't feel happy. Because let me tell you, after like so many weeks, days, months, years, if you just like stressing about if you make your dad proud and you're doing all of that, after you make him proud, you're not gonna feel happiness. You're gonna feel relief. You're gonna feel relieved. Oh, finally. It finally happened. My dad is finally proud of me. That's it. And you're not gonna feel happy about it. Because you always think about it. You always think about the future. We're thinking so much about the future that we forget we're living in the moment. And that's why I'm like so into like being spontaneous, Because like, if you were spontaneous and you were just like working out, you're doing everything, so you're like happy in the moment. When you realize your dad is fucking proud of you, you're gonna be as happy as it comes, because you don't poison your mind with all these stupid thoughts, and it just isn't as good. And also, and also, I think like a big thing about this like fixed ideas that people have is that we as human beings, we love to exaggerate stuff. Especially we love to exaggerate stuff that we don't know. It's like a quote from a book. I'm not really saying it correctly, the quote. It's from The Stranger, Albert Camus, right? He says that people love to exaggerate the unknown. And it's really like that, You really don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm actually gonna become a big YouTuber or not. Or even if I do. Like, it's never gonna be as cool as like I imagined. It's kind of the same with like proving people wrong or like whatever you want to do, Like, hoping for a better future is never gonna make you happy, because it's never gonna be better unless the present is better, Like, even if it gets objectively better, like you get richer, you get all the bitches or what fucking ever. Even if you get that, it's still not gonna be mentally better. Thing like, as I said, I think the real solution to that is just appreciating the current situation you're in. Yeah, thank you guys. That's fucking it. Fucking it.